talking about a new series that I want to do, only because you can read a lot of fiction books before you're kind of like your mind is bleeding and you need to rest it, but you still want to read something. So I've been reading romance novels, and I figured it'd be kind of fun to do what I want to call a Smut Sunday book read. So these are going to be the romance novels that either I've read or are currently reading. So we're going to start this with the book called Seduced by a Rogue by Connie Mason. So this is from Leisure Historic Romance, and the location of this book is actually in England. That's the current location. I couldn't figure out the date. It didn't actually have one in there. And the main characters are Ramsey and Phoebe. And Ramsey is also known as Ram throughout the book. Now, the plot, this was one of those books where it's got like 3 main plots, and you kind of got to keep track of all of them in order to understand the book. Plot 1 is that Phoebe, the girl in here, her father has been abducted. Okay, so he is a Egyptologist. There you go. Yes, Egyptologist. And he stole an amulet. Okay, and these guys think that she has it and will not give her father back until she finds it and gives it to them as a ransom. Meanwhile, Ramsey is a spy for the English government, or was a spy for the English government. It's kind of convoluted as far as that goes. And basically what he is trying to do, or the government asked him to spy on Phoebe by seducing her, which we'll get to plot 3 because that makes it 10 times funnier. And they want him to seduce her to find the amulet because the Egyptian government is extremely irritated over the fact that she and her father stole it, and now they're going to come to clashes if they don't return it because it's a very valuable amulet. Little do they know is that Ramsey and Phoebe are actually married. So they were engaged prior to her going to Egypt with her father, and because of circumstances, they divided from each other. So there is a clash in wills, as it were. So Ramsey is using this seduction thing as just a way to get back at Phoebe, and Phoebe thinks she was justified in leaving, and it's just goes round and round and round. Overall, this book was I'm going to say this was a very good book, actually. There was a lot going on at any given time, but I felt like the book itself actually kept those together and made them actually work. So overall, really great book, but not like a really, really great book. I think I read this in one day. I don't know. It might have been one of those books that I read in a day. I probably should keep track of that. It's a very quick read, and it constantly keeps you going. So it's not one of those romance novels where like halfway through the book you kind of like toss it because you're bored with it. You actually keep wanting to read with this. So if I was to grade this book on a scale of 1 to 10, I would easily give this an 8. I wouldn't give it a 9. No, because that's reserved for another author. And I wouldn't give it necessarily a 10 either, because that's reserved for another author. But overall, this was actually a really great romance novel. It was well put together compared to some others that I have read. So, there you have it. This is Seduced by a Rogue by Connie Mason, and this is book 1 for Smut Sunday. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day and see you in the next video.